Yeah, who is an avid subscriber, the only subscriber that actually, you know, talks about my videos to me because I don't know, the 300 people that are freaking subscribed probably for my freaking toilet video like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. But I private all my videos because I was like, no, digital footprint, I'm done with this shit. And I kind of went serious. In the last month that I've been gone. And I guess watching my videos back and now sitting making a video because of Olivia. Sitting and making a video here because of Olivia, I'm seeing that I actually love making videos and I love talking to myself and I haven't spoken to myself. And all the times in my life where I have made videos regularly, I have felt better. So I'm gonna do that. I mean, I still journal every day. I didn't journal today yet, but we're still going off that artist way. We're going 4 months strong. Oh my god, it's been 4.5 months. I've been writing every single day. I'm like halfway through this notebook already. Look at this. I hope you didn't read any of that because some of it pretty nuts. Um, I was like, what do I want to share? I Let me go on Substack. I've been writing. Let me see if there's any new activities. New activities. I have been. Sorry, I just started scrolling on. What the fuck? She slept with 583 men in 6 hours. Now she's in the hospital. What the fuck is this? Okay, okay, okay. Okay. I'm done. I literally just got sucked into the algorithm. So let me go into my drafts because I will not post it. I did and then I unposted it because it was too vulnerable, and that's how I feel about these YouTube videos. Where is my drafts? Oh, I found them. That's how I feel about these YouTube videos. Sometimes I'm like, too vulnerable, posting it too much. But nobody cares. Literally nobody cares. So I wrote a poem about my grandma's cat, and I want to share it because I've never read it out loud though, so I don't know how the flow's gonna go because I haven't practiced it. But I remember I was sitting with my grandma's cat, and I just had this like out of body experience. And I was about to go to sleep, and then I ended up staying up for like 3 hours writing this poem. So I felt like I should share it because it really felt like some kind of like it came from beyond me. So I wrote, sitting with a cat. Our vibrations dance eye to eye, somewhere between space and time. My pointer twirls her ear as I would with my long hair amidst a daydream. She purrs with peace that reverberates a hum through my thigh, upon which her paws lay gently. Left one, anchored. Right one, bent casually, just as a queen would rest a hand on her throne. Our energies weave together an ephemeral cloth, so we meet there, eye to eye, somewhere between space and time. And now time has returned. The paws anchor in, bearing all the fluffy weight. She waddles back and departs. Now she's arrived at the striped pillow neighboring my warm thigh. And now the energy's with the pillow. It's not her energy, nor is it mine, or the pillow's. The energy is a universal current, and it just so happens that cats are master conductors of it. And although this energy has bent my head all out of shape and tangles the arteries of my sensitive heart, its oscillating current has taught me how to be. And now I see eye to eye with the current between space and time. This fluffy teacher just showed me that softness and boundaries coexist. In tandem, they transmute the invisible for us to visibly see when we know how to be. Yo, I'm so like proud of this poem. Like it I don't know. I got lost like part of that, like reading it and like the flow. But I love that poem so much. And I realized that I write a lot of poetry without even realizing that I read a lot of poetry. Like I have a notebook literally for poetry, but it's not like I like hmm. It's interesting what just happened in my head. I was about to say how like I didn't realize that I wrote poetry, even though I've been writing poetry for a while. But the thing is I've known I've written poetry, I just haven't judged it ever. And then now I'm like, oh, look at this earring. Oh, it's kind of actually doesn't look that good right now. Or yeah, no, it doesn't even look that good. That snake I got for my helix when it pierces, but I mean not pierces when it heals. But what was I saying? When I say I didn't realize I wrote poetry is because I didn't like zoom out and like observe myself and like think about it. I just did it. It's like kind of zooming out and being like, oh, realizing that you like pee every day. It's like it's not something that you think about, it's just something that you do. So same thing with poetry. I don't know if any of that fucking just made any fucking sense. My teeth have been so white because I've been flossing every day. Actually, I fell off in the last week. I fell off. I fell off. I don't know if I made a video. Oh my god, I did make a video. Oh my god, I can post it. I made a video where like I fell off and I'm like, this is day one of like getting back, and then I fell off again. A little fly landed on my finger. I love insects because sometimes when I go to the forest and I'm lonely and I'm sitting there, one of them like comes on my leg and crawls and is like, it's like, wow, out of anywhere in the world that you could be at any time, this like bug is here with me. It could be anywhere. It could be crawling on a tree, you know, getting eaten by a bird. But no, it's here on my leg right now, and that makes me feel better and not alone. There's so much I don't know. I don't know. I'm not gonna say I don't know anything because I feel like I do know something. Like I know some stuff, but I invested some money into stocks. Stocks are so weird. I go onto the app to like see what happens, and it's literally like a video game. Like it feels like I'm playing some like Monopoly or something. Wait, my mom was texting me. There's cake left. She called me an hour ago to tell me that there's cake left. Actually, I do want cake. Oh my god, oh my god. I got a bicycle. You guys don't understand the excitement about this bicycle. I haven't had a mode of transportation. I have to walk everywhere or wait for the bus, and the only bus that takes me where I need to take comes once every hour. So When I miss it, I'm kind of fucked. Now I have a bike. I'm so happy. I'm so happy about the bike. Oh, wrong password into my stocks. Let's see. I invested like $200 because I've been scared, but I actually have 3,000 that I have. Let's see what happened. Uh, ooh, I gained 28 cents today. Uh, yes. Oh no, I lost 3 cents. In one of my shares, I gained 31 cents, and then the other one I lost 3 cents. I invested in ETFs because I'm not, because it's easy and I am, what's the word? Not ready to invest in a single company because I literally haven't looked into any of it. And ETFs, you just Google, good ETFs Canada. And like I read a couple Reddit posts and like the one that comes up the most, I kind of invested. That's literally what I did. So yeah. Should I put more money in right now? Actually, you guys literally don't care, so I'm gonna do that later. I reorganized my bookshelf. I went to Value Village 2 days ago, and I just got lost. Not lost in the store, but like lost in the books that I was kind of picking up. There was this like fortune telling book that drew my eye, and it was like talking about like your life number, and it's like you have to do some math in your notebook. And I literally had a notebook with me, and like I whipped it out, like, and I went on like a counter that they like a drawer that they were selling there beside the window, and I put it there and I started doing the math. And I remember, wait, I could pull up my notebook and read the life. I went to Service Ontario because I lost my wallet and had to get a new driver's license. The new Canada passport, I needed to bring this for my ID because I lost my driver's license, but the new passport, Canada, is actually pretty sleek. I like it. And I have my temporary license here. My temporary, I don't know if like showing it is going to do anything, so I'm not going to show it. Ooh, this is my old math notebook. Wow. Guys, this is so much fun. I definitely do not miss. Do not miss advanced functions. Do not miss it. Um, I just use a notebook for literally like I used it for math, I used it for doodles, I used it for my graffiti stuff. Where? Oh, here, I found it. I found it. So, um, so basically you write out your full name. Actually, am I gonna tell my you probably saw my full name. Whatever. It's on the internet out there. So basically, you write out your full name, and each letter has a number assigned to it that was like written in the book. And under each consonant, you write the number under it. And if the letter's a vowel, you put the number over it. And so you do that for your full name, for your first name and last name. But if you have a nickname, you use your nickname because that has a different vibration, and that's kind of what this is calculating. Um, so yeah, but I don't have a nickname, so it's just Karina. So you add up all the vowels of your first and last name, right? Because they each have a number. You add up all those numbers. And I added them all up and they were 40. And then you have to add the two digits together. So 4 and 0. So it's 4. And that number is my heart number. It's all the vowels. All the consonants, you add them up. I added them up and it was 41. And so I add 4 and 1 together and it's 5. So my personality number is 5. And then vocation number, I guess it's like career. I don't really know what vocation means, but it's like you add all of them together, the vowels and the consonants. And so that added up to 81, and you add 8 and 1, and it's 9, because you want it to be one digit. And if you add them and it's more than one digit, you add them again. So my numbers were 4 for my heart, 5 for my personality, and 9 for my vocation. So what was interesting is that my heart number, and it gave you like lucky stones, lucky day of the week, color, and like just like a rundown of your personality. And for my heart number and like what energy rules it. For my heart number, it was a Uranus Aquarius energy. And so like the colors navy and stuff really resonate because like half my closet is navy. I love, it's not like my favorite color, but it's what I'm drawn to, like clothing wise. It's like my neutral color. Um And it's interesting, and it's like Aquarius people perceive you to be kind of like strange. I don't know, I don't have a word for it. Heart is like how people closest to you see you. Like creative, I think it said like strange out there Aquarius energy if you want, like Google that. Like airy, says lucky day of the week is Sunday, whatever. My personality is number 5, and that is ruled by Mercury, so Virgo Gemini energy. And that's kind of how you come off to people that you just like talk to, just like out in the world casually. And so it's very talkative, very witty, very da 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 da, which is interesting because in my zodiac chart, the ruler of my chart is also Mercury. So goes together. I mean, I'm not super like about this, but I think it's interesting, like the connections. And my vocation number is number 9, which I thought was interesting. And it was talking about how like you care about making a change in the world or whatever. And I'm like, it doesn't everyone. Maybe, maybe not. And it was like, but you want to be like recognized for it, la 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 la. So it was like fashion designer, da 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 da, or like a teacher. And like, I actually want to be a teacher. And so I actually bought this book. One of my books was this one I found for a couple dollars. And it's like how to discover the successful student in every child. And I think that's like a useful book because I know I want to teach and I want to know how to bring out the success in every child. Just every person I think is cool. So yeah, it said I want to be a teacher. Like that's one of my careers, and it's true. I do want to be a teacher. I think that's like, where's my hair tie? Oh, I think that's like what I am here to do or whatever. To just like teach in some way, shape, or form. I know in my head it's like very like traditional, like I'll go to teachers college or whatever, because like that's just like the way right now and kind of where I see myself going. But like if different opportunities come up, like I'll teach in different settings and different things. I don't know. I don't even know what I have to teach. The only thing I feel like I have to give is just like me and like how I exist because it's different from everyone else. Isn't that like with everyone? Everyone just like shows how they exist that can teach others just by existing. I don't know. I thought that was interesting. I've been recording for 17 minutes. I can record for like an hour. I don't know. I don't know. Should I go outside today? Every day. Today has been unorganized, and I think every day has to be organized. And it's Saturday, so I'm like, oh, it's my Sabbath. There's so much AI, bro, bro. I opened YouTube in the Creator Studio, and it was like, do you need like ideas for your thing? And I pressed it, and it literally gave me like not a transcript. It gave me like a whole outline and like an intro, like to say. I was like, what? It's literally making the video for me. I mean, it was bad, like it was stupid, but it's developing. And like I was on my bank because I lost my wallet and I was replacing my card. Um, and there was like an AI assistant who basically helped me everything. I lost my wallet, right? I was super bummed. And I was walking around because I lost my phone. I had to go to every like store in like a certain plaza and ask if they have an iPhone charger. No, but USB-C. No, I'm sorry, I don't have a new iPhone. And no one had it. And I was pretty like it was gloomy, it was raining, my phone was dead, my wallet was gone. I had no money to get home because I'm like really far away. I need to like, pay the bus fare. And so one of the stores was like a little market, and the girls there speak Russian, which is great because I also speak Russian. And so we talked, and she gave me the charger, and she was telling me how she wants to be like a nurse or whatever. And before going into the market, I saw this paraplegic amputee. What's the difference? Whatever. This guy without legs who had 2 prosthetic legs, like metal ones, just trying to walk to like the shoppers across like the plaza. And I saw him and I was like, I have no problems in my life. Like, I have nothing. Like, my life is like heaven. But like, I, I don't know. It just really zoomed me out of my perspective. Poor guy though, he was like, I don't know. I have a pretty bad knee right now, and that's been bumming me out, but I can walk, you know, I can move. I have free time to be filming this video. like doing nothing. Like I heard that like boredom is peace. Like I agree with that. But it's strange because I want to like do things. I know I can be like more than what I am now. And like to do those things, I have to find a balance in my life, like working out, sleeping, eating. Again, those are the things that I've been working, and it's like it feels hopeless sometimes because I'll get in a groove and then I'll fall out of the groove and then I'll get in a groove and then I'll fall out of the groove and then something comes up and isn't that life? Isn't that just fucking life? I want to make a new recipe today. I used this guy named Gaz Oakley and he makes like his plant-based stuff so good. I made like one of his lentil soups so good. And I used the Caribbean potatoes, which weren't in the recipe. But if you've never tried Caribbean potatoes, literally just buy one, peel one, and freaking roast it on a pan. They take a little longer than normal potatoes, I think, because they're like thicker or whatever. They're like sweet. They're potatoes that are sweet, sweeter than sweet potatoes. If that makes, if you catch my drift. So I'm probably gonna look up another recipe and then get that because I've been trying to eat plant-based. I just talked to you, Olivia. If you're even 20 minutes into watching this video, I don't know why you like watching me talk to myself. Like I talk to you. So talking to myself any different than talking to you? I guess it's me bouncing off my own thoughts and not bouncing off of yours, but I don't I have so many thoughts that I just cannot find the right words to express. That's why being alone is easy because I don't have to explain anything to anyone, and I feel like I do. I think my grandma's taking a nap. I can have a free empty apartment when she takes a nap because she's in her room, and I can wander the kitchen. It's like when your parents are asleep and you go at night and you're like in the kitchen. But I don't have words. I don't have words. I did get this. Speaking of no words, I got this book literally for like $3. Vintage food graphics. What? I was like, what? And look, the quality of the book. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. I could like go through this whole thing and like get like a quintillion art ideas, creative inspiration. Look how much. Oh, it's showing the same ones. Like, what? Is that two different? Oh, it kind of looks like two different things, but it's not. Like, what? And like just the texture of all of it, because it's like, vintage or whatever. It's such a cool book, and it's such good quality too. Speaking of poetry, there's this girl um in my design class 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 last semester who I talked to so much, and we were talking about poetry and writing because she was a creative writing major for like 3 years and then stopped it to go into graphic design, which is what I'm doing. And I'm so grateful. I'm I just got this feeling of grateful for doing graphic design and for being able to do what I want. I'm so grateful. Okay. And so she gave me some books, like her poetry books. Like she brought me a stack. And I was like, you don't have to. Like she's like, no, 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 take them, take them. And it was like one of the sweetest presents. Like I don't know why giving a book is like one of the best presents ever. Like I gave you my book, Olivia, The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, if you still have it somewhere. I love giving books. I love receiving books. No one's gifted me a book. I think I got gifted like an American Girl like puberty book once, like when I was like 10. You know those that like are like your body's changing. I think that's the only book I've ever been gifted. But one of the poetry books is this. It looks like it's like self-published and it's kind of falling apart. She said she got it at DMV. What the fuck is DMV? Department of Motor Vehicles. No, DMV thrift? No, I think I'm just completely not remembering. What's in the DMV? Where is DMV? Uh, Baltimore, Washington, Washington Metropolitan District of Columbia, Maryland, and Virginia. Washington, Baltimore. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I don't even know if that's what she meant. Anyways, she gave me this book, and she has them annotated too, which is amazing. And so I started reading it. Oh my god, there's a quote from The Little Prince. I'm gonna get my own copy of The Little Prince. Get Little Prince. The thing is I'm not gonna go out and buy it because books that I want literally fall into my lap. I feel like a witch so much of the time. Like I had a dream. I don't want to get into this because I've told this to so many people in my life, but I had a dream about this food court, and then like a month later, I go to this mall I've never been to, and the food court's exactly the same, like to the dot. I was standing in the same place that I was standing in my dream. Crazy stuff. I feel like a witch. I've told you about my like universe coincidences. And so basically whenever I want a book, I just kind of send it into the universe and receive it. For example, I've been wanting my own copy of the Tao Te Ching. Guess what? I got it. I didn't even go looking for it. I wanted, oh, I don't have the book here. Um, I literally watched like a YouTube short like maybe 2 days before the fact that I went to this flea market where I got this book, and I got like How to Win Friends and Influence People. I hate the name of the book. I hate it so much. But I saw this YouTube shorts of this like woman talking about how she like rereads that book, and like I don't know, just something about that book. I was like, I should get it. But like I didn't go buy it. Literally 2 days later I go to a flea market, and there's this guy selling a bunch of books, like literally stacked to the ceiling. Like he had a mountain of books stuck to the ceiling. Like he was moving some books and like it literally started falling down. I had to help him like put it back up. But the book, oh man, one of the ladies at the flea market had this really cool dragon necklace, but I didn't get it because I thought I was gonna get scammed. It was like $130, which was so cool. Anyways, I literally see that book like just standing on its own because some books were like stacked horizontally. This one was just standing like that, staring at me, like How to Win Friends, and I was like, I guess I have to get it. I was with like a couple other friends and I was kind of embarrassed of getting a book like that. And I also saw this one and I was like, I've been meaning to get this one too. So I got it. I love the Tao Te Ching. And also I've gotten, is it here? The Creative Act by Rick Rubin. I'm gonna put that whole, where is it? Oh, it's in my bag. Here it is. Found it. Want to know a crazy story about this book? Look, it's so nice. You know the crazy thing about this book is that I wanted this book, right? And I didn't get it. And then I'm just kind of la 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 la. I walk into like where my dad works at home, and literally on his desk was this book. I was like, and then I just took it and never gave it back. But I don't think he misses it, but he had this book. Like he has like some like business self-helpy book, but the creative act, I was like, hmm? Anyways, I love my I love my wise. These are like my wise books. You know, when I'll like crack it open to like a random page. Oh my God, I didn't finish talking about this. I'm gonna anyways, I love this book. In the preface of it, it's about and these are the poetry books she gave me were all Canadian somehow. And I'm in Canada in case you didn't know, which is crazy. And in the intro of this book was the woman talking about, and she was blind. The woman is blind who wrote these poems. So a lot of her poems are like from her senses, like smell, hear, touch, like because you know how they get more sensitive when you like lose sight or you lose your hearing. Other people say that your other senses get more sensitive to kind of like compensate for that. And just her poems are just so beautiful. They're like beautiful. And just the first one I opened on the first page, I just memorized it fully. I forgot how it goes. Oh no, the book's falling apart. I'm gonna tape it. I'm gonna tape it. But I have so much to talk about. Um, but I memorized that book and that poem, and it was absolutely the first time I've memorized a poem. I don't know why I felt called to do that. Let me. I would sing you a song, the poet sang, of the joy of the spring of the year. Paint you a picture, write you a rhyme, tell you a tale for the heart to hear. And after, O listener and watcher and little ones dear, I would dream a great dream for you, full of the gleam of a love that is strong, but no stronger, I fear, than a lifetime is long. A lifetime? Children of laughter, children of light, is there night? Is there no song that ends not in a tear? Fall of the year. The stars are eternal, the sun comes again. I would dream you a dream of the glory of men, the wonder of goodness, endurance of light, and God in the night. I would carry your sorrow, the poet wept, and tomorrow crept over the edge of the poet's earth, from Saturn and Mars and the farther out lands, with time in her hands, color and music and light, in torment of birth. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what half of this poem means, but it's beautiful, and I kept rereading it. I like the part where it's like I would dream you a dream of the glory of men. That reminds me of the Frank Ocean. I could dream about a thought that I could think of dreaming a dream of a that could think of dreaming a day where I cannot, you know that part. That's what it reminds me of. And I'm gonna tape this in here. Pretty cool. Eek, eek. It's falling apart. And I like the and tomorrow crept over the edge of the poet's earth. I think that's beautiful too. It reminds me of like the slam poem I wrote. That was actually a pretty big not turning point, but like a really big like memory I have of in grade 7, we had to make a slam poem. And it's not like they really taught us how to do it. They're just like, go do it. And I've never done it. Then I did, and I wrote I wrote about like being depressed. And except I changed it to like a boy experiencing it. Like so like yeah. So like nobody knows that like I'm actually writing about me because like oh it's about a boy. Um and I memorized the shit out of it because it was really what I was going through at the time, but I wasn't talking to anyone about it. And I performed in front of the whole class. Like I memorized. Like we didn't have to memorize it, but I memorized it. And I got like an A plus on it. And I remember people were actually like, "Wow, that was good." And I was like, "Oh." And I wrote the whole thing. And nobody like told me how to write. I just did it. And it was just like a very memorable time. I could tell people were like listening. I could tell the teacher was listening. Wow. So yeah, I love poetry. Poetry. This book is so fragile. Oh, there's another poem in here that I'm going to share. This video is actually going to be like an hour long. Hee. Uh, okay. There's another one that this woman, her name's Mary Frances Hawes, wrote. Here, this one. It's called Boy About a Dinosaur. Last night I saw a dinosaur, and waved to him, of course, and left my ship to climb ashore. He came not as a horse, with wild mane flying, not like that, but treading soft he came, and curled up blandly as a cat, and told me he was tame, so honest was his friendly grin. I stroked his scaly head, and tickled him beneath the chin. But such a word he said, I jumped and started back in doubt, and ran as fast to find my ship had put about, with just a tit, with just the top tip mast showing above the line of sky. All in an instant more, no mast at all, and there was I, left with my dinosaur. Slowly, with soft cat tread, he came to nuzzle at my hand. Then mother woke me with my name, and oh, the sound was grand. I love that. So cute. So cute. Anyways, I'm gonna put this back. I organize my books by like height, not even like category anymore, because I freaking gave up trying to categorize them. Cause it's like I have Dragon Ball, and I have fucking I Am the Rage poetry, and I have the biology book, and I have a woman racing class, and I have the prophets, like the fiction book. It's crazy, it's dense. But I have a lot of books. I love books. I'm gonna go and read actually. What the fuck? I'm like, I don't know what to do today. I will just read. But before I head out, I want to talk to you about these are my spirit books. Carry this one with me all the time. This one's on my desk. And you can just crack them open and literally like a Bible. Here. This is verse 72 of the Tao Te Ching. I just opened it. And I usually sit with it for like a couple minutes to like see kind of where it applies to my life, because usually it does, like some line of it or some. You get it. When the people do not fear worldly power, a great power will arrive. Don't limit the view of yourself. Don't despise the conditions of your birth. Don't resist the natural course of your life. In this way, you will never weary of this world. The sage knows himself, but not as himself. He loves himself, but not as himself. He honors himself, but not as himself. Thus, he discards the view of his own self and chooses the view of the universe. So basically, like what I'm getting from it is just let go of thoughts about yourself and about things. Just let go. I'm just reading the other one, but I want to read the something from the Creative Act, because it's not like verses here. He has like chapters, but I crack open and just read a random line. Ready? Hey, I opened on this page. Art is choosing to do something skillfully, caring about the details, bringing all of yourself to make the finest work you can. It is beyond ego, vanity, self-glorification, and need for approval. Yeah, it's like my poetry. It's like when I write my poems. It's art. Okay, for real. It's been 40 minutes. It's like a whole Netflix episode. I'm out.